Rehe's pit was mined back in 2001. It produced around 4,000 ounces of gold, and the oxide material that came from the pit was stockpiled next door. We're now at a position where we have the resources available and it has become feasible to backfill this pit. So we're returning that material back to the pit, and we're going to cover that with topsoil, woody debris, and replant the area so that it matches the box ironbark EVC of the forest that's surrounding us. So this is Crown land, and we've got approval to undertake these activities from DELP, the Crown Land Manager. Fosterville isn't required to backfill open cut pits under the current approvals, but where we see an opportunity to do so, this is definitely a better option in terms of safety, and this is in a public area. So once we're finished, we can remove the fences that were around the pit, and it'll be back to a more natural surface and be rehabilitated with native vegetation.
The Rehe's backfill project requires about 110,000 cubic metres of fill to complete. We're anticipating it's going to take about 2.5 to 3 months to finish the project. Last month we moved 44,000 cubic metres at a movement rate of 300 cubic metres an hour. We're currently running an 85-tonne excavator with two 55-tonne trucks and a D8 dozer to finish the work. Once we've moved the material that's close by, we'll go to a longer haul stockpile, and we'll need up to 5 trucks to complete the works. So we're planning on capping the surface with topsoil that's been stockpiled previously, but that won't happen until the end of the works. We'll end up ripping the ground for replanting, and the final landform shape will be domed, so it's free draining.
My name's Natasha Van Leeuwen. I'm the Environment and Community Officer at Fosterville Gold Mine. I've taken over this revegetation project to bring the open pit back to its natural landform. In this process, we've engaged the Dja Dja Wurrung group in order to have the area rehabilitated by the traditional owners.
My name's Michael Boyle. I work for Dja Dja Wurrung Enterprises. I'm the Natural Resource Management Coordinator, and we're here for Fosterville Mine doing revegetation. We're planting the plants here in accordance with the EVC, or Ecological Vegetation class, which is indigenous to the area. Some of the plants include grey box, yellow gums, tea trees, wattle species and wallaby grasses. The area is roughly 11,000 square metres. We're covering it with 1,200 plant species and 3 kilograms of native seed that have been collected over the area over many years and since dried and ready to go in. Some of the logs that you see are in order to imitate or mimic the habitat that surrounds us and ultimately create habitat for native animals, especially small reptiles.
With most of our rehabilitation projects at Fosterville, there's always a monitoring period where the area has to be monitored over a period of 3 to 5 years. We'll continue to engage the Dja Dja Wurrung group to come out, check all the plants and the grasses and the seeds to see if there's any bare patches that require more plants or seeds to ensure that the area then replicates the natural landform around it. To rehabilitate this pit from an open cut to the landform that we see now has involved a lot of stakeholders along the way, and it's been a really positive project to see a once active open pit become a revegetated landform with plants now being planted and growing. We look forward to the years to come to see this open pit really mimic the surrounding landforms.
As traditional owners of the land, the Dja Dja Wurrung people are proud to be involved in this project alongside Fosterville Mine.